Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be going over how to analyze your Facebook ads and optimize your ads, actually any ad in general. This is how you can optimize an ad and improve your cost per lead. This doesn't just have to do with Facebook ads here. I'm going to go over how you can do it with this platform, but there are many different ways that you can do this, whether you're using Google, YouTube, which is Google, TikTok, whatever it may be. There are ways to run these tests, and I'm going to give you some tips on the best ways to optimize your ads. And as always, we have Leah joining us because now that I'm talking to someone else, she wants attention. Say hello. 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 Okay. So first things first, you have to, when you're making an ad, these are some basics. So I want you to write this down as a checklist. You want to have your ad have a single offer, okay? And you want it to make sense really quickly, all right? So you want them to be able to read it and have it make sense within like 10 seconds of looking at it, okay? You want to have tested headlines and texts, which are creatives, and tested pictures to make sure that the headlines, the text, and the creatives work. So you want to run a test on those. All right, I'll show you how to do that here. You want to have your call to, if you have a landing page that you're building, you want to make sure that your call to action is on the same page that the person sees when they bring up their phone. Meaning, a lot of times people build landing pages and someone's on their phone and they have to scroll down on their phone to see the call to action. I'm going to be showing you guys what it's like to actually to not have that, to have a higher converting landing page by having your call to action be above the fold. You don't want to, another thing is you want to have limited navigation on your page. So you don't want people to have to like navigate all over the place to find what to do. So a lot of people I talk to are like, well, I want to push someone to my website, or I want to push someone to this page, and then they have to go here and do this and this. Like, no, like make it as simple as possible for these people to figure this out. Another thing, if you're building a landing page, you want to have button contrast colors. So try different colored buttons and run split tests on that to see what colored buttons work the best for conversions. You want to have, you can have arrows and visual cues towards buttons, or even in the pictures that you are having in your advertisements, pictures towards certain things to help bring certain things out. Button text optimization. You want to try to have the product visualized and as best you possibly can. You want to make sure that your image and your text also go together. You want to make sure that all your policies and compliance are on that page. You want to have your feedback open on that page, and so that you can have responses and be tracking that. You also want to track your track your conversions and your opt-in rate. So what's important is you want to have your what I'm going to go through here is some basics on the landing page side. So I'm going to show you guys kind of basics on what I mean on landing page here. And I use Unbounce. This is my favorite platform to use. I'll go over here in a little bit why it's my favorite to use, but you're going to see. I just think it's the easiest. Not everybody likes this platform, but this one is my favorite to use. So I'm going to be opening this up here, and I'm going to show you guys what it takes to do this. And also, if you check in the description of the video, I'm going to have a checklist of everything that you can use to optimize your ads and everything I'm going to go over here. Okay, so if you look here on here, I'm going to give you the mobile preview of what this looks like. So if you're building a landing page, then you're going to see here, this is what I mean to have the CTA's call to action above the fold. So they don't have to scroll down to see learn more. I have buttons pushing towards learn more, and I have an arrow putting out learn more, and I could even change some of this text if I wanted, change the font. There's plenty of things that I could change on this to optimize this. And I don't know if y'all can see this. Let me see. Okay, well, I'll zoom in a little more. But this is an example of a high converting landing page, and the reason why it converts a lot is because it's simple. I promise you don't have to have 50. I hate when people they're like, oh, I have to know like what the milligram on their metformin is from the lead form. I promise you that doesn't matter. You're going to get more sales by having a simpler lead form. People because the person who is going to put all that information about their metformin is also just going to fill out something super basic. But the other person who's like, I don't want to put that on the internet, doesn't mean they don't want insurance. They just don't want to tell you all that right now. They don't want to take that time to do it. So it's okay. Just have some basic information here on your landing page. Now, you don't have to have a landing page. What I'm going to show you are some of the things that I'm going to show you split tests that I've run to optimize different different things. This is for a different type of ad, but you're going to see the different creatives and the different assets. So I've recently been running ads for recruiting insurance agents. Okay, so I'm going to show you the different ways that I've set this up, and you're going to see like kind of what I mean. So there's a feature in Facebook that allows you to A/B test your headlines. It allows you to A/B test your text and your pictures and everything else. This is how you figure out what works. This is how you figure out how to drive down your ad cost. Now, FB Recruiting Dynamic Creative. Now, if you go into the ad set level when you're creating your ads, what you're going to see here, and if by the way, you're going to want to watch my other video on how to set up Final Expense Facebook ads. If you don't know how to do it yet, I have a whole series on Final Expense Facebook ads. Or, I mean, if you ask me to do it for you, I'm going to charge you, but you can always reach out and ask me to do it for you. If not, I have a ton of free stuff. So right here, Dynamic Creative. What this does, it provides creative elements such as images and headlines and will automatically generate combinations optimized for your audience. Variations may include different formats, templates, or audio based on one or more elements. So when this is on, what it allows you to do is on the ad level, you can upload multiple different headlines, multiple different texts, multiple different features, and I'll show you. This is just an example that I had here, but I have, my computer is like spazzing out right now. It's just been in that mood today, which is really, really fun, especially when I'm trying to create a video like this. It makes me feel really, really happy. Well, anyways, what you're going to see as this loads up is I have a bunch of different videos, a bunch of different texts, and so if we have here, I have a picture that I'm running, and I feel like I'm running on like a 1997 Hewlett-Packard Bell computer. So see, I have a bunch of different videos that I have, and then a bunch of different texts, and then a bunch of different headlines, okay? And then a bunch of different calls to action. Now, what happens here, since Dynamic Creative is on the ad set level, what it's going to do, it's going to compare the different assets. So I'll do last 30 days, and then we'll click this, and then click by Dynamic Creative Asset. Okay. I don't know why it's not working. Come on, man. This breakdown is only available for ad sets using Dynamic Creative. Okay. So let's see if we can get this to work here. Sometimes it does this. It won't show me, and I'm not sure exactly why. So we're going to click here and see if it lets us do this. And it doesn't. So we're going to go to ads and see if it lets us do this. It doesn't. Okay, well, when Dynamic Creative is on, I'll give you an example, since this isn't on right here, but you'll get the gist of it. So you see right here how it says like my results, my reach, my impressions, how much I've been spending a day, right? And what it will do when you go to breakdown, I think it's because it's not on, like the ad itself hasn't been on, because I already ran it. But what happens is it puts a drop down underneath here, and it shows you. So if you do like Dynamic Creative Element by image, then what it does is beneath here, it will show all the images and videos that you have used for that ad, and it'll show you how each one compares to that. So let me just do like last month. But anyways, so it will break down. So like once I go down here, it's usually probably because it's not on and running. But you go this and you select it, and then when it beneath this, it'll drop down and it'll show all the different texts or images if that's what you select. If you select headlines, it's going to show you the different headlines. If it shows you, image or text or headline, whatever. So whichever one you select, it shows all the assets that you're using in that ad set. So in this ad set, I have an ad. Remember how I showed you how it's got all those different videos and pictures and text and headlines? So when you select image, video, and slideshow, it will show a drop down. It'll show all the results, and it'll actually have a further breakdown of these results here. So say I got 16 results, and then underneath it's going to say, well, 5 of those came from this video, 3 of those came from this video, 1 of them came from this video. None of the other videos produced results. And then, so what you do, after you do that, you write down the video or picture that produced the best lead. So if you're running ads for final expense, it would probably be a picture, but video ads work great too. So you write down which one was the best. So like, just make a note of it. That one was the best. Then what you do, you go to breakdown again, and you go to dynamic creative element, and you go back to text, and you click it, and then the same thing happens. It'll break down here, and it'll say which text got you the most results, most impressions, all that stuff. Then you write that one down. I'd let this run for a couple weeks before you make a decision, at least a week before you make a decision. And then you click breakdown again, you go to dynamic creative asset, and then you element, you go to headline, and then you write that down, and then you go to call to action, and then you write the call to action down that gave you the best result. Now what you have there are the 4 highest performing assets in that ad. So what you're doing is you're using the Facebook's algorithm, and they're figuring out, hey, which headline works the best, which image worked the best, which text worked the best, and which call to action worked the best. And then you take those and you combine them into one thing. So I'm just going to give you an example here. I'll show you what mine did. And it's the single ad Justin 2. So this one, for me, was the one that, see, optimized from DC, optimized from dynamic creative. And when I view this, this was the one that gave me the best results. So we got this video, and then this text here, and this headline, and then that call to action. Got the best. So I went and I created and put all of those highest performing assets, the best text in here, the best headline. I put the best picture or video, in this case it's a video, and then the best call to action. And then I started those. So what happened is my lead cost went from about $15 a lead down to less than $10 a lead. I don't know what it is now. Let's see what it was here. Yeah, $8.82. So it went down to $8.82. That was last month. That was only on 4 leads. I don't know what it's gotten this month. It's probably exhausted a little bit, but we'll see. $9.49. Okay, cool. Went up like $1. So I'm still getting these leads for under $10. Now, these are recruiting leads, but this will be the same for you using, you can do the exact same process to optimize and improve your leads for final expense ads. Okay, so you want to apply this. So what you're going to do, you're going to go, and this is what I would do. I would go to Facebook Ads Library. Like I said, you don't have to go like reinvent the wheel on the ads. Like just figure out what's already working. I've showed this in another video, but you go to Facebook Ads Library, then you go to ad category. My computer is like so ridiculously slow right now. Okay, all ads. And then in here, I'm going to type burial program because it's always going to be advertised as a burial program. The only people advertising burial programs online are Final Expense. Yeah, see, Final Expense Insurance, boom. Family First Life Self-Made, boom. Okay, so they love the little alarms with like these things here. Okay, it's like their thing. Cool. So what you do is say, hey, this works. So copy and paste this. Download this image. Save image as. Save image as. Okay. Save image as. Now go save image as. Okay. Save image as. Save image as. Okay. So go through and save a bunch of the images, and then upload all those images into the ad part of your dynamic creative. So in the ad section, so you just go to the dynamic creative, and then you would upload all those images there. Then you go to the ads library. I'm going to copy and paste this. 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 Copy and paste this. Copy and paste this. Copy and paste this. So just copy and paste all the different texts, and then I'm going to throw all those in here. You can actually do up to 5. So I put a bunch of images, scroll down, put a bunch of primary text. Now next, my headlines. I'm going to go here. Approve final expense program for seniors. So I'm going to write that down. It's not going to let me copy that, but I'll take that and I'll put it in the headline. Next one. Just approve coverage for seniors. Act now. Put that here. Then I'm going to do Oh, that's a landing page. Approved final expense program for seniors. Put that right there. I would also put like burial coverage, burial and cremation program. I just found simple things usually work the best for me. Okay, 60 seconds to qualify. Whatever. So find different ones there. It's that simple. And then you apply now, learn more, sign up. Get quote is another one you can do. So you just click add another option. You pick get quote. All right. So after you do that, you publish the ad. It may take a little longer to get approved than normal, and then you let that run. You can let it run on like a $20 a day spend. I would do any $20, $30 a day spend. Let that run for a week, and then go in and use that feature with here where you go breakdown and then dynamic creative asset, and then it'll show you which one had the best result. It's not showing me here because it's being a pain in the butt. I'm not sure exactly why, but I'm pretty sure it's because I'm pretty sure it's because there have been changes, or it's because it's not on right now. That's probably why. All right. But at the end of the day, that's how you do it. And then once you do that, once you have the results from the top performing assets in that ad, then you take those, you compile them into one single ad, and then that will drive down your costs. Okay. So I hope this helped you. This is how you optimize your Facebook ads. And landing pages is something totally different. If you'd like me to make a video on how to optimize landing pages, then just drop a comment below. And if you have any questions, please drop it in the comments. Subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications, please. I'd really appreciate the support. It means a lot. And I hope you guys find value in this. If you have anything at all, any questions, reach out to me. Any questions about making your ads, reach out to me. Any questions about the scripts we use for final expense, reach out to me. If you'd like to work with us here at Senior Life Services, just reach out to me, and do anything I can to provide you whatever you need help with. Thank you.